Out. Good evening all. Hopefully we've pressed the right button. That looks okay. If anybody out there can see or hear, let me know. Let me just put in here, are we coming? Oops. We're okay. There we go. Let's do that. Marvellous. Let me just move that over there a bit. Like so. And hopefully pop that over there. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Hang on a minute. Let me press the right button. There we go. There, how's that? Evening all. Hopefully we are live. It looks like we are. Have a swig of tea. I hope you're all having a jolly weekend. We've actually had a bit of sunshine here in Cambridge, which is nice. Almost feels like summer. So yeah, I've been stuck inside in front of the computer most of the day, which is not very good. Working on the next section, which is, if you haven't spotted it so far, I've been working on the advertising art section. So that's Enamel Signs. What else have we got on here? Enamel signs, mirrors, neon signs, show cards, all that sort of thing. So that's the next section. Sort of live-ish. I'm still working on it, so there's an awful lot of stuff to catalogue through yet, but this is all stuff we've sold in the past, which I'm working through, putting all the prices in for. So that's this weekend's project. Books we did last week. If you haven't spotted, I've put some coin-up books up for sale. There's what is there, 15 or so at the moment for sale. There's a load more books to sell. There's a lot of fairground books. There's Steam. There's Automata, vintage toys, film stuff, all sorts. Because at the moment most of the people who have signed up are slot machine collectors, because that's what we started off with, the big collection of slot machines. I've just put up for now the slot machine books, and then when I bring the fairground section on, hopefully in a week or so, then I'll put the fairground books on, and so on and so on, so that you know, that makes a bit more sense to do it that way, really. So tomorrow night these 40 machines all finish off, tomorrow at midnight. So if anybody wants to come and view, tomorrow is your last chance. These all sell to the highest offer, whatever the highest offer is. So don't say I didn't warn you. If you see something afterwards that's gone cheap, that you think, oh, I would have paid that for that, well, you had the chance, is all I can say. They're all here to go, no reserve, they make what they make. So, I mean, hopefully they'll do okay for the seller, obviously. And hopefully he gets good prices for them all. There's quite a mixed bag of stuff for sale, so it'll be interesting to see how it does, especially after all this time, you know, 18 months pretty much of not selling anything. See how prices have held up or not, or whatever. So yes, you can, you know, if you've already made an offer, you can up it, down it, edit it in any way you like until midnight tomorrow, then it all cuts off, and then we'll let people know. Well, I was going to say we'll let you know if you're the highest offer, you've automatically bought it because they're all to sell. But from the back end point of view, it needs to be, you know, the seller has to click on to accept it, basically. So you should hear through sometime, I was going to say sometime Monday, sometime Tuesday, I mean, obviously, because it's Monday tomorrow. So hopefully by Tuesday lunchtime, you'll know if you've bought or not, if you put an offer on. So that's where we're at with that. I don't know if anybody's actually can hear or see the other end, because I'm not getting any comments coming through. So if we're coming through, somebody let me know, it'd be useful. It says it's all right this end, but I'm never too sure. Several people have asked about collections and deliveries. So all these machines are here in Cambridgeshire. We're halfway between Newmarket and Cambridge. So they can all be collected from here, or I'm backwards to Leamington Spa, backwards and forwards once or twice a week to the Elephant House. So if it's easy for you to collect over in Leamington Spa, then we can arrange, a suitable time. I can always leave things with a business neighbour just down the street if you can be there in normal business hours in the week. So then, you haven't got to liaise with me being there at the same time. Otherwise, if it needs to be a weekend, we'll work on that, because obviously I can't be here in Cambridge looking after people viewing stuff and be in Leamington Spa looking after people who want to collect stuff. Also, obviously, if you do win something and come to collect it, then anything you've got for sale, drop off at the same time. So we can do, at the moment we've got the site set up, as you see, the other sections are coming online. So slot machines, obviously, the advertising arts has been working on, books, and then Fairground will be online within a week or so, hopefully. So nothing too big in the Fairground line at the moment, physically big I mean, because obviously working from home, it's limited what I can get in, but small tickets and little signs, that kind of thing is fine. Not half a Fairground ride at the moment, until we're back over at the Elephant House and got more space. So that's where we're at with that. Actual deliveries from me, we'll see how it goes. We'll probably be doing a run down Essex way, because I've got a couple of collectors who want to put some stuff in to sell. So like I used to do 18 months, 2 years ago, if I can get enough people in an area to do a big round trip, then that makes it a lot cheaper for everybody else, because I just, if I can drop off to 4 or 5 people a day, then sort of £15–20 a head covers the diesel and the day out in the truck to deliver and collect off of everybody. And that's obviously a lot cheaper than you can either get here yourself with, if you're some distance away with a tank of fuel, or get a carrier or whatever. So plus we haven't got to wrap and pack everything, and plus there's not the risk of a carrier turning upside down in a van or whatever. So it's just a bit of a play it by ear at the moment, really. There's no hurry to collect things. Storage, not a problem. So if you can't get here for a week or two, don't worry about it. That's not a problem. So that's where we're at with that. Now, what else? To make a few notes here. We've had a weird glitch. Any of you who made offers on either the Duchess or the Arcadians, so where there's several of the same thing, I actually put a note on the top here. On a few odd people have had a problem that I can't get to the bottom of. So you'll see here in my sample account, I put a £10 offer on this one, just for the sake of it, £20 on this one. If I go to this third one down and put £30 on, to keep things simple, it works for me, no problem. Let's change this one from 20 to 22, just to show you that one's 22. The last one's still nothing on that one. For some strange reason, I think one of the collectors is using a Samsung A51 phone, I think it is. Mine's an A21. It works absolutely fine on my phone. On his phone, for some reason, it won't work. And what seems to be happening is if you make an offer on one of these 4 bandits or the 3 duchesses, for some weird reason, it won't let you make an offer on the other ones. You can make an offer on any other machines, the Allwins or whatever, but just not when there's several of the same machine. And I just cannot figure out what the problem is, because I cannot replicate it here. On any computer, laptop, tablet or phone that I've got, the problem just doesn't happen. So I don't know what that is. It must be some weird phone setting that I don't know about. I just can't work out how it can work, because each machine, even though there's 4 Arcadians, for instance, on this page, each machine has its own ID number, like a lot number in an ordinary auction, so they can't get confused. So this one is something like number 1001 if you like, and that one's 1002, or whatever the numbers are. So these buttons tally up to this machine, these buttons tally up to this machine, and so on. So if anybody else has come across that problem, let me know. Send me a message through the website. And if any of you are better coders than I am and know what the problem is, then I'll be very interested to hear. I suspect it's a setting or something on particular phones, possibly a Java setting, because this must be a browser side issue, not a server side issue, for those technically minded out there. We solved it for the 2 people it's happened to. All I did from my side, I just put them in a low offer on each bandit at like a £5 each, and then they were able to edit them, no problem. So very odd. Anyway, if you're wanting to bid on more than one of the Arcadians or one of the Duchesses and you have a problem, let me know and I'll sort it. So that's that. So as I said, I've been working on the advertising art section over here, which works in the same way as the rest of the site. There'll be some stuff coming in next week. There was, from this same chap the machines came from, he did have or has got a nice collection of enamel signs. Unfortunately, in the intervening 18 months, the chap's son has moved house, and got a very nice garage. I've seen a picture of it, full of 3 very nice classic cars, and he's decided that all his dad's signs look rather nice all around the walls of his garage with his 3 classic cars in. So that batch of signs that was going to come now isn't, sadly. But there's a few other signs that I had, consigned 18 months ago over in the warehouse to dig out to put in. So there'll be some. And obviously, if you have any advertising art, so enamel signs, show cards, tin signs, neon signs, all that kind of stuff, to sell, then get in touch and we can get it on the website in the next week or so. I did actually make some notes this time to be slightly more organised, hopefully. Deliveries I've talked about, Duchess glitch, advertising. Machines, as I say, there's some more machines coming in. There's 1 or 2 here already. So I want to get these 40 sold, just check everything's working as it should, and we haven't got any problems that I don't know about or haven't thought about with the website and the way it all works. Make sure they all go through okay, and then probably from middle next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll start putting the next load of machines on. So the plan is to list new items just as they come in, so on a day-to-day basis, not in big batches like these first 40 machines were, but just if a machine comes in on Wednesday, it'll go on Wednesday or Thursday, whatever. And we'll run them, for the moment, we'll run them for 21 days, because that then guarantees we've got 3 weekends. Whenever they go on, there'll always be 3 weekends of potential viewing for people to come and have a look if they want to. So I think that's plenty long enough. Bearing in mind, in the good old days of the auction, you used to have 3 hours, not 3 weekends to view. So, but obviously at the minute, it's it's still a bit tricky with people getting out and about, with restrictions and people doing funny work patterns and one thing and another. So we'll try it for 3 weeks and see how we get on. And if people think that's too long, we can always reduce it to 2 in due course. So that's that. Fairground section, as I say, that'll be the next one to work on in the next week or so. Slot machine spare parts, a lot of people are getting quite excited about, which is interesting. I think people have been busy in their sheds during lockdown and perhaps restored everything they can and are now stuck for bits for what they've got left. So I'm working on the slot machine spare part department, and again, hopefully that'll be up in a week or 2 at the most, something like that. So have a rummage around, see what spare parts you've got, that you can sell, see what spare parts you need, make a list, and we'll get that up and running, and hopefully people can get their machines all fixed up. We will do another live stream tomorrow night because the machines all finish at midnight. So just in case there's anybody having any last minute issues, because people will leave things to the last minute because they always do. So I'll be on hand again this sort of time tomorrow night, 8 o'clock-ish, just to make sure if anybody's having any problems they can you know, get them ironed out. So that's that fairground. Oh, don't forget to look for the little elephant. Where have I put my little elephant? In the videos, there he is. Just grab him. Oh. Lots of lights and tripods in the way. I can always back to front on the camera, aren't I? So there we are. Let me get my shirt so you can see him. This is really weird trying to work back to front. There, elephant. In the 40 little videos of all the machines that are for sale, this little elephant is hidden in 3 of them. If you find which ones he's in, let me know. We stick you in the draw to win 50 quid Amazon voucher and trader membership for the website for the end of the year. So that's all worth 120 quid. There's only 3 people so far have managed to find them. So at the moment it's a draw of 3, and I'll draw it tomorrow night. So you've got till midnight tonight to find the 3 elephants. And I'll stick the names in a hat and draw it tomorrow night on tomorrow night's video stream thing. Don't need a very big hat for 3 people, but there we are. I think that's all my notes gone through. So, any questions from anybody? Anybody need to know anything about a specific machine, or got stuck on the website somewhere, found a problem, got a bright idea, or anything else to say, really? Let me know in the comments below. I can't think of anything else I need to tell you at the moment. Have I done anything else? I'm constantly tweaking bits of the website, different pages, but I don't think there's anything else significant apart from bringing on the advertising section. Don't think there's anything else that much changed, just, you know, just general tweaks and tidying up, really. Bellamatic, can we use our own images for wanted adverts? Yes, is the short answer to that one. You can do, if it's, you know, if it's something I haven't got an image for. So if you're wanting, I mean, there's plenty of machines yet in the database, obviously, that haven't got images. So in that case, definitely. Likewise, if you're having a rummage through your box of photographs and think, oh, we haven't got a picture of whatever we haven't got a picture of, then send that through to me. And we can add it onto the website. So yes, is a short answer to that one. I will do, I haven't actually done it yet, like a photo upload form when you send a message through. So at the moment, you'll just have to email it to me or just send me a message and we'll sort out getting a photo to me. So I just haven't got around to building that photo form yet. You have to be very careful with photo upload forms because they're easy for people to shove viruses in, etc. Malicious people. I have probably 5 a day, I should think, believe it or not. You know, spammers from Taiwan and China and God knows Russia and all over the place trying to set up accounts on the website. God knows why. I don't know what they think they're going to achieve. But you know, even bearing in mind this is a new website, not advertised anywhere, there's probably at least 5 a day accounts try to set up. So hence I need to be careful with anything that's been uploaded directly from people out there that it's not some piece of malicious code they're trying to inject into the website to pinch your details or whatever. Not that we keep many people's details on the website anyway. So yes, that's that. Did I change? I'm sure I changed something else. Did I put something new in books? What did I do? We added a search by author under books, which at the moment, obviously there's only a few books on there, but that's another way to search for things. Who have we got several books for? So here, for instance, Christopher Pierce. If you like his books, you can shove all of them, etc. And then in the advertising art section, the searches there go by either by brand. Bear in mind, I'm still working on this, so there's a lot of information to put in, but let's have a think of a brand that has lots of things. Say Coca-Cola, for example. See Coca-Cola, show all their things. So we've got Coke neons, Coke light up signs, Coke mirrors, Coke clocks, and so on. I need to add into here neons, etc. That's on its way. And also in advertising, you can search by the type of thing. So clocks, enamel signs, glass signs, illuminated signs, mirrors, neons, show cards, whatever. So let's have a look at clocks. That's the top one. There we go. These are all the different clocks that we've sold so far and got listed. Etc. So each section, you know, has searches that are relevant for the items, if that makes sense. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with Fairground. We'll probably do Fairground by artist, where we know the artist, and just by the general type of thing. So small sign or a big panel or a like a ride mount, like a gallop a horse or an arc bike or a dodgem car or whatever, and so on. Any more questions, ideas, comments, suggestions? Bright ideas? Moans and groans? Agony aunts? Don't know really. If not, we'll all go home. Short and sweet is what we like. Message offers wanted ads. Yeah, hopefully people are getting ahead of the wanted ads now. So obviously you can place, like I've done on my demo account here, wanted ads on books and on advertising art stuff as well. So if you don't know how that works, let's put a wanted advert for a slot machine book, let's say. So we go to category, books, etc. So we want to find, let's find Nick Costa's book, shall we? So we'll do a search by subject, Coin Op books. So we're into Coin Op and we want books. Here's all the Coin Op books we've got listed so far. And we want to buy a copy of, we won't do automatic please because it's already for sale. Let's say we want to buy a copy of, what haven't we got for sale at the moment? Most of these actually. This one here. Owner's Pictorial Guide to the Mill's Height Up. There we are. So I want to buy this. So there's none for sale, as you can see. So I place a wanted ad and I say, well, I'll pay what, £15 for that. Place wanted ad, and there we are. Button lights up green to say you've placed a wanted ad and the value, and you can change that to £18, let's say. There we go, and you'll see it changes here. So we now go to the main books section, look under latest wanted, You'll see there it appears as the very latest wanted advert. And back on the main books page, obviously it appears in the wanted section on there. And also under your account, under wanted ads, there it is again. And again, you can edit it from here if you want to edit the value. So that's how the wanted adverts work. Same for all the sections. Now, if you want to buy something that we haven't yet got a listing page for, so you want to buy a book that doesn't exist in a database yet, or a sign, or whatever it is, then again, send me a message through with as much details as you can about it. An image if you've got it, and then I can make the page on the website so you can stick your ad on it. So that will how we deal with things that are not in the database. Hope that makes sense. Any more for any more? I'm going to stick a little message in here. Any more questions? Suggestions? My tea's going cold. That's my suggestion. Make a hot cup of tea. Oh, I don't like cold tea very much. Why is my phone just beeping at me? Apparently my sister's had sausages delivered by robot for a barbecue. Not sure what that's all about. Whatever. Any more for any more? Anybody need to know anything about any of the machines for sale? The book. Oh yeah, the books. What you'll see I've done on the books is what I just called a quick flick through video. So each of the books, if it's a book you don't know, just to give you an idea of its content, so you can see roughly how big it is compared to somebody's hands, and also as it's flipped through, just an idea of its content really, whether it's all pictures, all words, a mixture of each. So hopefully they're useful to people if you don't know these books. Just to give you an idea of what they're about. Very like 30 seconds or something. So there's no elephants in the book videos. I hasten to add, the elephants are in the slot machine videos. Rocko 403. After a sale is completed, will the price of the item be put on the website? Yes, it will. So if we go to, let's go to a machine that's for sale anyway. What should we pick on? Retriever. So if you're a trader member, you'll see in the price section you get all the auction prices anyway that we've sold them for in the past, and over time other auctions or whatever have sold them for as we add in the data. Now if you're not a paying member, all it says on here is we have 5 auction results, but it doesn't show you the actual prices. But what I will do, there will be a page which I haven't finished building yet, but it will show something like the last I don't know, last 50 things that were sold via this website or something like that. So it will just be continuously rolling, new ones at the top, old ones at the bottom. They'll just drop off the bottom continuously, so the page doesn't get too long. To show how we're doing on here and what sort of prices we're achieving, really, which is going to be interesting to see, as I say, because it's been a while since we've sold things. See how the whole lockdown has affected prices of slot machines. They're not exactly something you need to buy, or that's debatable. I always need to buy slot machines, but that's another story. So it's going to be interesting, yeah, to see where we get to with these, really. Hopefully, as I say, for the chap I'm selling them for, they all make good money, and you know, that hopefully then encourages more stuff back onto the market. You'll see with the wanted, the coin op is starting to fill in. These are machines people are currently wanting and offering money for. So if you've got any of these that you want to sell, I think the highest price at the moment is a satellite, Brian's satellite, Brian's TikTok, Twinkle Toes, which I don't think I've ever seen. It's an interesting looking machine. So if anybody's got one of those, I'd quite like to see it apart from anything else. Time limit, haven't sold one of those for a while. They're quite a good fun machine. So any of these, if you've got any you're thinking of selling, this is what you might be able to get for them. Octopus, I still haven't found a picture for. If anyone, I must have got one somewhere. Been through my photographs. If anyone's got a picture of a Jamieson octopus or octopush, the little pusher with the where the octopus legs pushes the pennies for, a little wall-mounted pusher. I'd be obliged if you'd send it in so we can add it onto the website. And a snap, something wants to snap there, a good machine. I operated a few of those when I had the penny arcades, and they took a lot of money. They're a really good operating piece. So yeah, keep an eye on that always, and the latest ones always appear on the homepage for each section as well. So it always shows the latest 6 wants and the latest 4 items for sale, and then these 2 boxes down just summarise the wants really. So this side where the satellite is will be the whatever the highest offer is on anything at the moment, and this side eventually will be the thing that the most people want. At the moment we've only got one person wanting each machine, but you know, if 2 or 3 people wanted a certain machine, that would feature here as being a most wanted machine, as it were. And the middle box just sums up. At the moment we've got 8 people with nearly 11 grand on the table looking to buy stuff. And again, this kind of homepage is repeated in each section of the website. Obviously they just need to fill up with stuff over the next week or 2 as we go on, really. So the book, there's that one I just put there, these as samples, but again, works the same way. Latest for sales, latest wants, and obviously the advertising art bit will fill in the same as well. As the data gets entered in, it's a bit of a slow old process, but we'll get there. Any more questions, suggestions, ideas? Or moans and groans? Things that don't work properly? Things you can't quite figure out because I haven't explained it very well? Etc. Do let me know. Because you know, this is a whole new way of doing things for everybody, so it's taken a bit of getting used to. People seem to be getting the idea of it though. What's been really nice actually is people when they come out to visit, to view you know, to view the machines and whatnot, it's just having the time to just chat to people about stuff really. Auction days was always so busy, so stressed, so much going on. I never had time to chat to people really. Whereas here, way, you know, much more relaxed. We can sit outside, have a cup of tea, chat about machines or whatever. And yeah, it's actually a nice way of working, and people who have come seem to like it as well. So hopefully it's going to take off, and you know, as there's not so many restrictions on people visiting, so more people can come at once, and it'll become a bit more, you know, a bit more social over time, hopefully. That's the plan anyway. Any more? If not, we'll call it a night. If everyone's happy with what they're doing and know what they're doing, then I can go and get a hot cup of tea and do a bit more work. So do let me know. Stick a comment on the under the thing here if you need to know anything. If not, we'll call it a night, and we'll see you all again tomorrow night. Or maybe a different load of people tomorrow night. Somebody actually asked if I was going to do a live video at midnight tomorrow night when all the machines finished, and announce the winning prizes. Well, I don't know. Don't think so. Unless lots of people want it, then I suppose I could do. But I'm sure you're not that desperate to know at midnight. I think it'll wait until sometime on Tuesday, really. Any more for any more? What's the time? It's nearly 2:45. If not, we'll end at 8:45 if no more questions come in. Because I'm never quite sure. This thing says there's still, tells me there's still 6 people viewing. I'm never sure there really is or not. I think it tends to lag a bit, and obviously people tail off after a little while. And I'm probably sat here nattering away to myself like an idiot. So nothing really new there. So that's what, about 3 minutes. If you've got any more questions, stick them in the comments below or at the side, wherever it appears. Let me just put a thing in here. Any more questions? Else will end at 8:45. Oops. 8:45, there we go. Just in case there's someone out there that wants to know something. Let's put it over here, and we'll do it again tomorrow evening at 5 PM again. What do I say? It's any last minute queries regarding the 40 machines finishing tomorrow evening. There we go. Any more for any more? If not, then we will call it a night. A few more seconds just to make sure. And I will carry on doing whatever I was doing. Yeah, organising the old sale results, really. It's a bit of a long and boring job, just going through hundreds and hundreds of sale results and adding them onto the website, but it's all useful information, so it'll be worth it in the end, I'm sure. Right, I think that's it. There's nothing, doesn't seem to be anything else coming through. So I will bid you all farewell. Have a jolly day tomorrow, bank holiday if you've got the day off work, and we'll catch up tomorrow night. in the last few hours of these 40 machines, and hopefully they're going to do pretty well. So that's it. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.